Brazil's Supreme Court has now ordered former President Jair Bolsonaro to immediately begin serving his 27-year prison sentence. Remember, former Brazilian President Jair Bolsonaro was earlier arrested for leading a coup attempt, following which he was arrested. So, big updates coming in from Brazil. Brian Thomas continues to be with us on the broadcast. Brian, the former Brazilian president has now been asked to immediately begin his sentence. Take us through the Supreme Court statement on the same.
Well, clearly, Jair Bolsonaro, former president of Brazil, has been ordered by the Supreme Federal Court of Brazil to start serving his 27-year prison sentence related to the conviction for plotting a coup attempt, and the court convicted Bolsonaro of orchestrating a coup to stay in power after losing the 2022 presidential election. Now, after his conviction, he was placed under house arrest while his defense sought to appeal. And shortly before the sentence was about to begin, he was arrested and taken into custody for allegedly tampering with his electronic ankle monitor, a move the court considered a flight task itself. Now, the Supreme Court officially ordered him to begin serving his prison sentence as being held at the headquarters of the Federal Police in Brasilia, and the conviction is clearly historic and marks the first time a former president of Brazil has been sentenced to such a long term for attempting to violently subvert democracy itself. Yes.
Well, of course, Brian, and take us through the statements that are coming in. We're seeing that after this, what was being called an escape attempt, now the Supreme Court has stepped in. When do we expect him to begin his jail term now after his conviction?
Clearly, shortly before the sentence was about to begin, he was arrested, taken into custody, and clearly on November 25th itself, it has been stated that the Supreme Court officially ordered him to begin serving his prison sentence. And not only that, the court is rather quick to move to his jail term, especially after the ankle monitoring tampering, which signals a zero tolerance approach towards such threats to democratic institutions in Brazil. Not only that, the charge reflects serious crime, attempted coup, organizing an armed criminal organization, attempting the abolition of democratic rule of law, and damage to public assets and heritage itself. Now, clearly, given the global attention that his jail term is getting, it is clearly an attention of democracy and precedent for prosecuting ex-heads for state for coup plotting itself. Yes.